Come on inside and get yourself something cool to drink.
And it's expensive.
Hey, Butcher.
VOCHLONBARD. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me. Love y'all so much. We reached 100K. You know, we got the goals out the way. That's always a good feeling. That's something we've been trying to do for a while. We'll have the unboxing video in no time. Unboxing the plaque. We'll get that done in no time. Also, too, I'm gonna be promoting the hell out of the Salt and Pepper Lounge drinkware. You know what I mean? You got your Lombardi logo on one side, and you got the Salt and Pepper Lounge logo on the other. Hard as hell. Be sure to tap in and grab you one. I'll put the link in the description everywhere so y'all can see them. You know what I mean? But ladies and gentlemen, had a quick little thought about toughness. Toughness, right? The whole thing about Schotty, right? Let me just kind of start with Schottenheimer. You know, this thing starts with his incredible ability to dirty Mac. And dirty Macking, you know, is basically there's this chick, she's with some dude, you want the chick, so you go, man, you got a man? And she said, yeah. And you say, well, do you like him? She said, yeah, he cool. And you go, he cool, but what? And you start to figure out all the things, all the places where the current administration has deficiencies. And a dirty Mac is when you sell the improvement of those deficiencies. You want to clean up where they messed up, for a lack of better words. Start my life all over again. You feel me? Shouts out to you if you know the song. So Schotty, I think he has a very particular advantage, specifically in dirty macking for the Dallas Cowboys, because he was here for the Mike McCarthy administration as a super assistant, then as a regular assistant, then as an offense coordinator. Wasn't calling plays, but he was here as an offense coordinator. So if anything, Schotty knows if anything has gone wrong, he knows exactly what it was. If anything went wrong the past couple of years, he knows exactly what it was. On top of the idea that Schotty's been wanting to be a head coach in this league for a little bit and has had opportunities to be a head coach in this league. It just didn't work out for whatever reason. But at the end of the day, Schotty has two things. One, Schotty has had a long time to stew on what it is that he's wanted. He's had a long time to stew on how he wants the Dallas Cowboys, or whatever team he's coaching. Right now, it just happened to be the Dallas Cowboys, on how he wanted things to be operated. And the second thing that he's going to pair with his long stewing of how he wants things to operate is he's been watching Mike McCarthy make all the mistakes. He's been watching Mike McCarthy make all the mistakes. Whether he knew that they were mistakes when Mike McCarthy was making them or not, he eventually came to the conclusion that these are mistakes by Mike McCarthy. So if you Schotty and you cool with the players, man, what's good, CD? What the problem is? Man, practice just kind of boring, bro. We ain't got no energy. Oh, word? What you think of help bring the energy up? Man, we'll love to listen to music at practice, but you know, Coach Mike ain't about that. Oh, damn. What up, Turp? Man, what's up, Coach? What the problem? You doing all right? Man, yeah, Coach, I'm doing all right, man, Coach. Yeah, Coach, I'm doing all right, Coach. Damn, Turp, what the problem is? Man, McCarthy said he gonna give me some more opportunities. And he hasn't. Schotty said, damn, Turp, I got you. He walks up to Dak Prescott. Yo, Four, what's good with you, player? You good? Dak said, yeah, man, just psst. And Schotty said, what's wrong? And Dak said, shit, I'm sick of my wide receivers running upfield and turning around. And Schotty said, what? And Schotty wrote all these notes down. So when it was time for him to make his pitch as the head coach, he goes to the locker room and said, hey, man, this is what I got for you. This is what I'm going to bring to the party. Oh, you sick of this? We'll fix that. Oh, you want this? I got you. Oh, you want to change this about how we operate things here? Bet. And he kind of won the locker room over like that. And I think he won the Joneses over like that. He was already a guy that was around the team, and the locker room probably already had a ton of respect for him. But his level of dirty macking probably won everything over, right? I think where we really make the difference is when he talks about Mike McCarthy, the operations coach. The operations coach, because now he get to sit back and go, damn, boy, what happened versus Green Bay? Damn, boy, what happened versus San Francisco? Damn, boy, what happened versus Buffalo here? What happened versus who? Whatever team this may be. So Mike McCarthy may be like, hey, man, if I had another opportunity to play this game, I do this. Shotty's going, write it all down. I remember when Schotty first got hired in the Jerry Jones press conference, they was all up there together. Jerry said, hey, man, Schotty had to bite his lip sometimes. There were some things that Schottenheimer disagreed with, and he had to bite his lip sometimes. But he did, because, Schotty just understood how it went. I wonder if some of the stuff that Schotty was figuring out on the fly, I am incredibly curious if it had anything to do with the toughness of this football team. Of course, Schotty took some things from Pete Carroll. Of course, there's a certain way Schotty wants to do things, of course. Those things are going to come with any new head coach. Ben Johnson's doing things differently than Eberflus did in Chicago, right? Any head coaching situation is going to be like that. But specifically, if everybody can agree that the Cowboys weren't tough enough, Schotty got a chance to see exactly why. Here's my theory. Mike McCarthy was praised on his ability to rest guys, keep guys healthy, keep guys safe, keep them well rested. You know what I'm saying? That was a big thing with Mike McCarthy. He developed this I don't want to say clout or this fame, but this, reputation for that, right? Hey, man, Brian's going to, not Brian. I just finished talking to Brian, bro. Crying a little bit. Mike McCarthy's going to make sure that we healthy. He's going to make sure that we well rested. Mike McCarthy's going to give us a ton of days off. And he's going to make sure that all of our guys are going to be on the field when it comes to the game days, right? And I must say, walking into some of these games, the Cowboys are pretty much healthy. Walking into that Green Bay game, the Cowboys were as healthy as they could possibly be. But it didn't mean nothing because they were soft. They just wasn't tough. Tank Lawrence came out and said we was tired. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? I'm tired, boss, is what Tank Lawrence came out and said. It's what he came out and said. They must wasn't taking their off-season peanut butter. They must wasn't on their proteins and supplements. They must didn't have their health right. Speaking of which, everybody is on a weight loss journey, including me. I'm down 65 overall. But there's one thing that's been popping up lately that's become more important than anything else, and is making sure that you getting your protein. And sometimes getting your protein can be frustrating. You may have finally found a protein that gives you the grams that you need, but it tastes terrible. Or you may find a protein that finally tastes good, but it's high on calories and sugar. And ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly why we have a brand new friend of the show, Transparent Labs 100% grass-fed whey isolate protein. 28 grams of protein per serving, low on calories and sugar. I'm always reading labels. I'm always looking for ingredients, and this only has 6 ingredients in there. Fire. No dyes, no fillers, no artificial sweeteners, from 100% grass-fed cows. You can't miss. It's all natural. Transparent Labs is giving away a free protein starter kit with every grass-fed protein subscription. In that protein starter kit, what you get is a big tub of protein. You get a 5-flavor variety pack. So whatever you get here, you get to try 5 new flavors here. And you get a shaker bottle, because how else you gonna drink it? Click the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen right now. You get 10% off and it's automatically applied at checkout. Get you some protein. Let's keep working out. Let's get right. Let's watch some film. Thank you, Transparent Labs. But hey, man, it must have been some treachery afoot. It must have been some treachery afoot. What you mean we was tired, Tank Lawrence? Man, I wonder if Schotty saw all that and decided to take it amongst himself to say, you know what, we're going to be a tougher football team, bro. We can't stop the run. We can't run the football. Bet. By the time we get to camp, we're going to work on that. We can't get Turpin going. Bet. We're going to work on that. CD's not getting the ball enough. We need to find a way to get wide receiver 2 going. Brandon Cooks was a 1,000-yard receiver everywhere he went till he came here. Bet. I'm going to figure that out for you. And toughness. Toughness. Schotty is running these incredibly tough, high-intensity practices, but boy, I think it's all going to pay off in the end when we go and play them tough games. And mind you, right, like you're getting hurt now, but it might have been because you ain't been enduring nothing. Like your body hadn't endured toughness, so maybe that's why the Cowboys keep getting hurt. But you're building calluses right now. Somebody said that recently. I don't know, but you building these calluses right now, man. I think that means something. I think that's important here. I think that's important here because I would rather be a little nicked and dinged up right now. I would rather be a little nicked and dinged up right now, and then we get to the regular season and we're this tough football team than we're well rested, we not hurt, we straight, we sitting around, we chilling, everything's good, we're at the perfect amount of health, but we haven't been thumping people. So we don't know what it feels like to be thumped. I'd much rather have that. You know, and look, all the best teams, they practice hard like this. All the teams that we consider tough, they practice hard like this. They play preseason games. I would love to know the stat of starters playing in preseason games per regular season success. I would love to see that stat because I'm curious. And if I had to assume, I could be wrong, but if I had to assume, Schotty gonna be making y'all play during the preseason games, if I had to guess. If I had to assume. I respect what Schotty doing. I respect what Schotty doing. Because at the end of the day, you know, when you get to the regular season in 20-something weeks, you only get so many padded practices. Like what? Out of 20 weeks, you might get what? 9, 10? You might get 10 padded practices. So just imagine taking all this time off now when it's time to padded practice. And then you get to the regular season with a lack of padded practices. Of course, you're not going to be as tough as you should be. I stand by what Schotty doing. I stand by what Schotty doing. And this don't just apply for the first team. The second team, the backup guys are going to be well weathered. So if you need them to step up, man, look, Hakeem Adeniji been fighting for his life all off season. He'll be just fine for a handful of games here. He'll be fine. Perion Winfrey is going to have to step in at some point and get some rotation duty. Man, he been fighting for his life the entire offseason. He'll be fine. He's good to go. Keemon Hall, whenever it's time for him to step up as a nickel corner, it's good to go, bro, because he's been through some physical practices in the offseason, bro. He'll be fine. I stand with you, Schotty. I want to know what y'all think, because it's a big conversation, man. People tag me about it on Twitter. They're asking me about it. They're talking about it on the radio. They're bringing it up at dinners that the radio guys are at. And I just think that you can never do enough football stuff. I think playing football weathers your body to not get hurt during football stuff. So you might get hurt doing football stuff now, but I think weathering your body now, it'll help you with football stuff later. But that's all I got, though, man. Shouts out to Transparent Labs, man. Go over there, get you some proteins. Use the link in my chat, in my description. And I'll tap in with y'all next time, man. Love y'all to peace. Y'all hold it down. Salute.